So Mark, you're using this stuff now, right? So, or you're engaging with it, and you're
Yes.
starting. And so, tell us about some of the sort of the thought processes you had in
Sure. I think
both your SBIR side of things as well as your general business.
yeah, Ron did a good job of describing us as the typical example. We were founded in 2015, so relatively young, still learning our way, and had been growing through private sector growth and targeted the public sector because we realized we were located and living in a hub zone. And so we went that route and put together all the different systems that we had at our disposal. So we had Clockify for tracking hours, using Insperity for our payroll, using QuickBooks for just basic accounting, just the bare minimum, using Slack and Asana for project management, just having to make those software decisions one by one as we incurred an issue that needed a software solution, right? So we were very much patchwork of many different tools. And so that was one operational issue. At the same time, we discovered the SBIR market and applied for one with the Air Force, and were lucky enough to be awarded a phase 1 through AppWorks, which really got the ball rolling for us needing more clarity on our accounting system, specifically because of the fringe rates and the different level of detail that the government requires. So that really became a catalyst for me to say, okay, enough is enough of this patchwork. How can we consolidate and have a solution and a plan in place so that we can scale? Because doing it that way isn't something that I would advise anybody to try to scale with, because all of those software packages come with their own subscription fees and user licenses and updates, and it does become quite cumbersome, even if you're not adding all the costs together at once. When you do look at the holistic number, it's pretty expensive to approach your operations with a patchwork of software solutions. So that's what, when Victor Roeder reached out and we started the conversations with OneLink, and we were in the middle of our phase 2 application, and it became very clear to me how helpful this would be for that effort and all future efforts. Because as you outlined, Ron, the SBIR program is certainly an attractive place for businesses to try to hang their hats and get a little bit of traction with new ideas or innovations. And that's certainly something that we intend to continue to do, and we need to do it better. So our phase 2 was selectable but not funded. So we're back to the drawing board. We're about to apply for one with the USDA. They released their RFA about 2 weeks ago, and we're back at it for another SBIR. The Air Force one, we were lucky enough to turn into a phase 3, which is just non-SBIR funding, as you outlined. But the relationships we got from the SBIR phase 1 were really key to that. And I'm sitting at Dyess Air Force Base today as we're finishing up that work. So hopefully that answers your question.